welcome back to So Me Sunshine. So it's me, Harriet, in the studio today. We've got the lovely Lisa who's behind the camera, who does all the kind of fabric and pattern pairings for us, and she also does our lovely editing and the great cards that you will see come up between each fabric and pattern pairing. We've also got the wonderful Mitzi in the studio today. She is busy doing our Tuesday newsletter. We send out 2 newsletters a week. They're a really great way to keep up to date with any new stuff coming in at So Me Sunshine, any sewing inspiration or any kind of up-to-date offers. So make sure that you sign up to our newsletter on our website, and as a thank you, you get a 10% discount code. So this week we are focusing on shearing. So shearing is popular, I feel like, every spring, summertime. We see it a lot on the high street and used by high fashion brands. It can be used in lots of different ways. It's a great way to make a garment a bit more unique, interesting, and it also makes the garment super comfortable as well. I know that when I was pregnant with my 2, I wore a lot of sheer dresses, just a great dress to wear when you're pregnant, but also postpartum as well. Just a really comfortable dress. I still wear them now all the time. So we here at So Me Sunshine stock a lot of shearing threads for your projects, so loads of elasticated threads so you can do your own shearing at home. But for this week's video, what we thought we'd do is kind of signpost you to some of our favourite shearing projects that you could make, and also pair them with some fabrics for you. So hopefully it'll give you lots of shearing inspiration. So the first fabric I'm going to show you is one of our gingham fabrics. Now we have so many different colours of gingham in stock, so many, honestly, a lovely selection of colours. So if this colour, which is our blush colourway, isn't for you, don't worry, there'll definitely be another colour, and it's a fabric that we keep in stock throughout spring, summertime, because we know that you guys love it. It's a really good value as well at £10 a metre, and they're 100% cotton, and also they're yarn dyed. So this kind of gingham design has been created during the weaving process by the yarns being pre-dyed. So really high quality, and like I said, 100% cotton, no polyester here, and so they're really nice and breathable and good quality. They are like a, what I'd say, like a poplin weight, so they're slightly structured and hold their shape. But yeah, really beautiful. And we've also got some different sizes. We've got some smaller scale as well. This is kind of like your classic size of a gingham. So these are great fabrics for shearing projects, because with shearing you normally need to follow on a straight line, and obviously you've got that lines through the grid design. And one of the first patterns that came to mind is one by Sew Over It, and that's their Cassie dress. It's got a lovely sheared bodice, really beautiful. I've seen dresses very similar to like that on the high street, and it would work so well in this beautiful gingham fabric. So this is a beautiful floral viscose lawn. It's just such a gorgeous colours and print for spring, summertime. Love that mint colour. So viscose and viscose lawns, these drapey fabrics, are great to use for shearing, and yeah, this would just make the most beautiful spring summer dress. So again, another popular sheared dress pattern or top pattern that comes to mind is the Mabel by Teal and the Buttons. Now if you're not a dress person, this can actually be made into a top. So it's like a little peplum top, and the shearing is around the waist and a little bit on the cuffs. Again, really nice popular placement of the shearing, especially around the waist, makes it really comfortable to wear, and also really, really stylish. It looks so good in this beautiful viscose lawn, and yeah, I just think it would look lovely as a Mabel. So this is the next fabric I'm going to show you. This is a really beautiful cotton fabric. It's got a very similar sort of feel and drape to a cotton lawn or a cotton voile. Really beautiful. Now this is one of our Nerida Hansen fabrics. We're really excited that Nerida has paired up with a European fabric wholesaler to make her prints more accessible, and she works with other like artists that do print surface design and has put them on a range of different fabrics, but we really love it on this really high quality cotton. Quite a lot of her designs have unfortunately sold out, but this one's still available. We love the kind of like big geometric shapes running through this, really beautiful. So again, a cotton like this, a lightweight cotton, again works perfectly for shirred projects. And another shirred dress or blouse, depending on what you fancy pattern, is the Dayo dress and blouse by Patterns by Masin. Again, it's a really beautiful dress and peplum top to sew, and it's got that shirred around the waist, which is very fashionable at the moment, and then around the cuff as well, which will just give that kind of sleeve a bit more of a balloon effect, a bit more definition, and this cotton fabric would definitely lend to that kind of like sleeve shape, because it does have a little bit more structure to a viscose lawn. So this is the next fabric I'm going to show you. It's one of a new one to us here at So Many Sunshine. It's actually a Deadstock. Now this is a predominantly viscose, but it does have a little bit of polyamide in it. And I love a plain fabric that has a little bit of texture to it. So this is plain, but it's a viscose jacquard because it's got this really gorgeous grid design that has actually been woven into the fabric. That's all that jacquard means, is that a design has been created by weaving into the fabric. A lot of people will just associate jacquard with very structured fabrics, but you can get it on drapey fabrics as well. And this kind of grid design, it's got some raised sections to it. It's still really nice and soft against skin, still has a really lovely drape to it. But yeah, really beautiful. And like I mentioned earlier, those kind of lines really help with the shirring process. Now, a lot of the time when we think of shirred projects, we instantly think of blouses and dresses. And yes, that's where you see a lot of shirring. But you can also find them on trousers, and I'm going to also mention a jumpsuit. So with trousers, what you can do for the waistband is actually create like a shirred effect for the waistband, which makes the trousers really comfortable, which I think is very important. And it's really nice to have like lightweight, floaty trousers for when it's warm out. So we think this fabric would work so well for a trouser like that. And the pattern that we found that is the perfect match is by Victory Patterns, and it's the Rowena. So they've got that lovely shirring for the trousers and the wide leg trousers, but it also has the option to add on the top, which to make it into a jumpsuit. And that's equally beautiful. So it depends on what you fancy, but the trousers or the jumpsuit version would work beautifully in this gorgeous viscose fabric. And I should mention as well, we have this fabric in 2 other colorways as well, if this beautiful teal isn't for you. So this is a really beautiful cotton linen, and it's a Deadstock cotton linen. Really gorgeous. It's nice and lightweight. It has some drape to it, but it is actually quite structured as well. And I love the colours on this, very dual tones. It's got obviously dark purple, pinks, greens and oranges running through it. And I love as well the kind of design on it. It's really unique. It's nice and bold. It's almost like a Paisley design, but a bit of floral element as well. Very kind of modern look to it. Just really beautiful. Now, we think that with this kind of print, you want a garment that is going to really show off the print. So you don't want something that is going to like break up the print too much. And one of our thoughts was to use the I Am Patterns Hesat, which is a blouse or like a tunic length dress. Now with this shirring, they've got some really beautiful shirring around the neckline, and then you've got the option to do some shirring at the cuffs. Now a cotton linen blend like this that is quite a lightweight cotton linen blend would work really well shirred together, and yeah, it look really beautiful with that shirred neck and then that really kind of like uninterrupted pattern for the top or the tunic length dress. So this is the last fabric I'm going to show you, and just look at that drape. Now this is a really special fabric Now this is one of our ex-designer fabrics sourced from Italy from a high-end designer, and it is actually a cotton silk blend. So what we love about sourcing our ex-designer fabrics from Italy is that we can get some really unique fabrics for you, and a cotton silk blend is not something we often see, so it's really special. Now this is actually a Jacquard, so like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people think a Jacquard is like a structured fabric, but all it means is that a design has been woven into the fabric. So in the background, in this beautiful peach colourway, you've actually got this beautiful pattern that has been woven into the background using a satin weave. So what that does is the pattern, when it catches the light, you can just about see it. So it's got like zebra stripes and polka dots throughout it. Really, really beautiful. And then as you can see, it's covered in this really beautiful like lilac purple floral design, which really complements this beautiful peach colour. Now this is actually being reduced because unfortunately when it comes to deadstock fabrics, sometimes we get fabrics that have a slight flaw with them, and this unfortunately is one of them. So I'm going to quickly speak to you about the flaw before I talk about the pattern pairing, because the flaw is so hard to see and you might not be able to see on camera, but it only affects about 38 centimetres, so that's one selvage, 38 centimetres in. It has a very faint line running across here, across the fabric, with a few marks within the line as well, but it is so faint you can barely see it. But we'd never sell you this without being honest about the fact that it's got this slight flaw, and that's why we've ended up with the fabric. So the fabric is actually quite wide, 140 centimetres wide, and then not including the section with the flaw, it's just over 1 metre, but I think you could still use the bit with the slight line running through it, because you wouldn't be able to see it in your garment, especially in a sheared garment. So like I mentioned, it has been reduced in price just to reflect that slight flaw. Now this is a lovely, like I said, lightweight, floaty fabric, being a cotton silk. So it worked perfectly for being sheared. And we think as well, if you shear where that fault is, where that line is, you really won't see it at all. So we think this would look beautiful made up into a dress. Now, if you've got any like events coming up this spring, summertime, like a wedding, this would be such a beautiful fabric to make yourself a dress for a summer, spring wedding. It's just so special and so pretty. And we are so influenced by the Sliversaga patterns at the moment. We love them. And she's just brought out her new Elenora dress, which has some sheared details in it. And this would look absolutely gorgeous made up into an Elenora dress. And like I said, it would be a really special piece in your wardrobe to wear to any events you've got coming up soon. So everybody, I hope that this video has got you inspired to make yourself some sheared garments this summertime. Like I mentioned, I love a sheared garment. I just love the design element to it, and I love the fact that it makes your garments super comfortable to wear. I'm excited to try out a few of the patterns we've talked about today. Let us know in the comments below which pattern and fabric pairing is your favourite, or let us know any other sheared pattern favourites you've got in the comments. It's always great to hear from you and to share ideas. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.